Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in that resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, feel tension and worries just melting away. Feeling that you're drifting into a place of powerful change and healing. As you breathe in and breathe out, you make each breath slightly longer and deeper than the last. And the deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you become. So feel a wave of relaxation over your forehead, eyelids, down into your jaw. And just imagine what it would be like to drift away to a magical world. And in that magical world, imagine being there in an enchanted forest, surrounded by magical fairies. And this enchanted forest utilizes these magical fairies for two main reasons: healing physically and healing emotionally, but also worthiness and self-love. So just imagine levitating there in that enchanted forest, surrounded by those healing, magical fairies. And imagine the sensation of magic wands and fairy dust surrounding you with a glittering energy of healing. That when you breathe in, you're breathing in those healing powers. And those healing powers seek out the parts in your body that may have current or echoes of pain. And as those healing powers hone in on those areas of pain, allow your imagination to imagine the healing powers going to work, either healing any of those pains that the pain is just a warning sign. There is no more physical healing to be done. For those pains, allow the magical powers to create instant, immediate healing. Feel that pain is no longer there. But for the other pain, that healing requires time. Just imagine that the healing powers activate your body's natural healing responses. Feel the sensation that healing has already started and perhaps is accelerating. I want you to get a sense that these healing magical powers are also seeking out any areas of emotional pain. And sometimes those wounds may have been created years and years and years in your past. But sometimes old wounds still hurt. So scan your body for any sensations of old emotional wounds. Pain from a time long gone. And as you locate those feelings, the healing magical powers that you're breathing in find their way to those locations, and emotional healing is now taking place. As physical pain starts to heal and emotional wounds also heal, feel that you are being recharged, and feel that that energy empowers you to become the very best version of you and to implement your very reason for being. That with this healing comes resources, and with these resources, you will deploy the resources to focus on your purpose, on your destiny. Feel that wonderful floating sensation of levitating in an enchanted forest, and allow the healing to continue. As the healing continues, you realize that you are worthy of love and respect. That you are enough just as you are. You are more than deserving of happiness and success. And you are confident in your abilities and talents. And you can be grateful for your body and all it does for you. And you could even be grateful for pain, knowing it's just a warning signal, a biological cry for help. And you can be at peace with your past and embrace a compelling future, knowing that you are a unique and valuable person, surrounded by love, support, and appreciation. You know deep down you're capable of achieving great things that will impact way further than you can ever imagine. And think of recent times that you've handled difficult circumstances as evidence that you are resilient and that you can overcome any challenge. And that you can be patient with adversity, patient with progress, and patient that so long as you remain steadfast in your determination to fulfill your purpose, it will unlock all of the resources necessary to deal with anything that stands in your way. While you're levitating there in that enchanted forest, imagine a warm, radiant light within you, representing your infinite worth and boundless capacity for self-love. feel this light expanding, filling you with a deep sense of self-acceptance and worthiness. As you imagine an unlimited well of love within you, overflowing with generosity for yourself and others. And realize that every kind word you say to yourself is an act of profound self-love. And you could imagine all those nice things you've done for yourself in the past and in the future simply reinforce your sense of self-worth and that you are worthy of love. Then you can feel the connection between self-love and anything that enhances your quality of life. So imagine a wave of self-acceptance washing over you, leaving you feeling completely at peace with who you are, who you've been, and who you will be in the future. And you can feel the deep satisfaction that comes from treating yourself with kindness and respect. It costs nothing but means so much. Feel the joy of knowing that you are infinitely worthy of love, just as you are. And know that every effort you make to improve your life is a testament to your self-love. So feel the deep connection between the self-love you have for yourself and the happiness and well-being that you experience. The happier you feel, the more worthy you become. As you imagine yourself looking in a mirror in the enchanted forest and seeing a reflection of someone valuable and infinitely worthy of love. Imagine that love is unconditional. There is nothing you need to do to be worthy. As you look at yourself in the mirror, you just know that you are worthy. Know that your acts of self-care are powerful affirmations of your inherent worth. And feel the satisfaction of knowing that you deserve all the kindness and care that you give yourself. You always have and always will be worthy. And as you think about that future, imagine a wonderful, magical, magnificent future where every action you take, every choice you take, every thought you think is guided by a deep sense of self-love and acceptance, leading to even more of a life of fulfillment and infinite joy. And then imagine it's time to leave the enchanted forest. But imagine giving a wonderful gesture to express your gratitude to those magical fairies of your imagination. Did you feel that unnecessary pain is no longer there, and functional pain is healing quicker than it previously did? that you feel that an emotional wound is being healed, is healing right now, and will soon have been healed. That you have been, are, and will be worthy of all the wonderful things you deserve and desire. And crucially, something deep within you has been unlocked, an additional resource that is specifically to be used and harnessed for your ultimate purpose and vision. And you don't need to know what this resource is. You just trust that it is there, has been unlocked, and will be used consciously or unconsciously at your disposal to make increasing strides, boundless leaps of progress into the purpose and mission and goals that are most valuable and important to you and your role, your reason for being. But it's now time to leave the enchanted forest and return to the present moment. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, connecting fully with the present moment. As you start to drift back to the present moment, I will count upwards from 1 to 10, and with each ascending number, you will magically appear in this present moment, soon to be wide awake, full of hope, energy, and worthiness. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.